Get huge savings all summer long with the Buy Here, Sell Here program at the Team Automotive Group. Sell your vehicle to us and we'll pay you top value. Or buy here and get a 90-day warranty on the purchase of a pre-owned vehicle. Get Team VIP service at every location of the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here. Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, it's so good to have you
We're
back.
still doing these
Yes,
things?
we are.
Why not? We love doing it. We actually love that you are able to join us here every morning, or if you're watching this kind of tape delay, as they say, afternoon or evening. But look at this. Look at the sunrise over. That is gorgeous.
It is a picturesque way to start on
Wow.
this Monday, a brand new work and school week. But how hot is it going to get, right?
True.
It always
That's
gets
true.
to work on us here in South Louisiana. Well, how about we check in with a good doctor, Dr. Steve Caparata, for a look at our Monday forecast and look ahead. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Liz. Hey, Matt. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, beautiful start outside this morning. It is going to rebound this afternoon. More on that in a moment. But I was just looking it up. 66 in Baton Rouge right now. That's the coolest temperature we've seen since late May. It's been about 3.5 months. So enjoy the morning start. Look at New Roads, Opelousas, 62, some low 60s. Most spots starting out in the 60s this morning. So indeed, a beautiful morning. And there you see that Sky 9 shot. Once again, sun coming up over downtown Baton Rouge. Clear skies. Some birds flying by as well. That view brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake. We're all dry this morning. Our First Alert Radar Network showing that we're not picking up anything right now. And I think today it's going to be limited rain chances. We'll keep it dry through the morning, around 90 temperature-wise at noon. Highs in the mid-90s. So again, it's going to rebound after a nice start. In fact, a bit hotter this afternoon than what we saw over the weekend. And your rain chances this afternoon, only about 10%. We'll give you a look at that on Futurecast. Dry here through lunchtime. We'll pause again at 4 o'clock. We see a few spotty showers and storms, mostly between Houma and New Orleans at that point. And by this evening, whatever has developed dies down pretty quickly. So you get the idea. Mainly dry today. We're keeping an eye on a cool front up to our northwest. That's going to head down our way, gets in our vicinity late tomorrow and Wednesday. Main impact from that will be a slight bump up in rain chances Wednesday, Thursday. That's about it. Let's update you on the tropics. Still nothing by us. That's the good news. This is Hurricane Lee. Tropical storm Margot forecast to become a hurricane, but stay out over the Atlantic. And keeping an eye on a tropical wave near Africa. Lee got better organized yesterday. This morning, maybe undergoing what we call an eye wall replacement cycle, which will kind of slow it down for now. But it's a Category 3. 120-mile-per-hour winds could briefly become a Category 4 once again. Should pass a little bit west of Bermuda and should weaken a little bit with time, but it's becoming larger in size. Could still directly impact, though, Atlantic Canada or the northeastern U.S. We'll keep an eye on it. By the way, that wave near Africa, there's two out there kind of expected to combine, but eventually given a 60% chance of development. So could very well see yet another named storm later on this week. Back here at home, relatively quiet weather continues. You can see a little uptick in rain chances to 30% or so Wednesday and Thursday. Otherwise, while it's not the extreme heat, still a little bit above normal highs, low to mid 90s. And after this morning, saying goodbye to those starts in the 60s and right on into early next week. Fairly quiet pattern with highs in the low to mid 90s. 7:06 with an update on your Monday morning drive. Here's Johnny Asian.
Kind of been bragging on everybody doing well without wrecks. We do have a wreck now. It's going to be on I-12 westbound. It would be westbound, and it's affecting traffic coming in from Denham Springs. Right lane temporarily blocked right near O'Neill Lane, and you can see that right here on our camera shot. They're off to the left shoulder, but the far left lane, I beg your pardon, is blocked. Not right lane, left lane. So the right and center lanes are passable, but it's very definitely backing up traffic all the way into Denham Springs. That's a live look of what's happening right now at 4-H Club Road, looking back toward range. So that's not good. Almost half an hour now. Average speeds are less than 25 miles per hour in some stretches of that. Very definitely stop and go traffic. Again, I-12 westbound near O'Neill, left lane temporarily blocked. 7:07, thank you for being with us on WAFB Plus. We do it every morning at 7 o'clock, a little condensed version of some of the bigger stories we're following, and we followed this morning on 9 News. And for that, we go to Studio B and Liz Coe, Matt Williams. Good morning.
Johnny, good morning to you. Unfortunately, not a good morning here abroad. Morocco, right? We've been talking about a powerful earthquake that struck the country on Saturday, and Matt, we're still following the latest developments.
It's still so fresh, and the video coming out of there is ridiculously telling. The photos, the stories. 2,100 lives lost at this point. And you saw the death toll. Again, the country of Morocco, northern Africa, strongest quake in that part of the country, that part of the world for like 100 years.
Yeah.
And parts of where this hit, just from the epicenter and then beyond, very difficult to get to, very difficult to access, very difficult to get aid to. And so some of these people are literally having to dig themselves out. And there are other families and neighbors. And when you talk about a 6.8 in this part of the world, and then what comes after the help trying to get there, it is trying now, it's going to be trying for months, possibly years to come.
It doesn't help that it's a race against time to find survivors.
Trying.
2,100 people dead. There's still thousands of people injured.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that you've got landslides blocking remote parts of villages there where help is trying to get there to find survivors underneath the rubble. It doesn't help that the people who are survivors, well, they're blocked out from access, food, water, bread in some cases, as survivors were saying. So there's a lot going on in Morocco. A lot of countries like Spain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, all trying to help it. Matt, just the ways to get in are kind of tough right now.
They're difficult. And the United States has a crew right there assessing the best ways that the states can help in humanitarian aid. But it is the international story going on right now. We'll keep you in the know. Let's get you back into South Louisiana and ignore that guy right there. Pay attention to this. Bus arrivals for a lot of students in EBR are going to be very different going forward because the start times and the end times are a little different.
And now it's give or take here about 5-10 minutes on both ends, right? School starting a little bit earlier, classes letting out a little bit later.
Yeah.
Bus times, bus pickup times, on average 15 minutes earlier. So for families, which understandably are on a routine, you know exactly what time you got to wake up, what time you got to be at the bus stop. All of that is changing starting today for middle and high school students in East Baton Rouge Parish.
Elementary school students not impacted.
Yes.
So important to note that. So the little ones, the younger ones, don't have the impact, right? And so, okay. But as this continues to kind of evolve, as they work through their transportation issues, again, no fix in sight. These are all Band-Aids, admittedly, to a big-time problem. We'll keep you in the know, but yeah, big change for a lot of families. Oh, hey, we got this heads up as well.
Yeah.
PD, Baton Rouge PD, it could use your help right now.
There's a new homicide case on their hands as they woke up to find a 79-year-old man, Mr. John Brown, found shot to death in his own home on Leonidas Street.
So here's the thing, what we took away from this as well, beyond the death. In talking with PD, no updated communications, no possible motive known just yet, at least not released. No potential or possible suspect, at least not released. So this is where you come in. As always, you can make that phone call to Crime Stoppers, 344-STOP, 100% anonymous, could be eligible for that reward. We will keep you up to date. As soon as we learn anything new.
Yes.
79 years old in his own home.
Suspect.
Exactly. We'll let you know. Okay. We wake up this morning. You check the calendar. You know exactly what the day is and what it means.
Kind of takes you by surprise if you're waking up thinking, wow, 22 years since the 9/11 terror attacks there in New York City. Hard to believe that so much time had been passed by. But today there are a number of events happening in our part of the world. Local fire departments trying to remember the lives lost, the first responders whose lives were lost running into this, and we're still seeing the impacts of that awful day play out 22 years later. So today, if you'd like to kind of remember these people, well, there's a number of things from the Prairieville Fire Department to the West Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office to the West Baton Rouge Parish Courthouse. There are a number of departments kind of laying tribute, laying honor to all these people today.
And not all of it happens in the morning. Like a lot of times it is the moment the plane struck the first tower. That's like a lot of things are going. They're not all in the AM. Some of them are going to be this afternoon into the evening. So if you want to check out some of the events, ways that you can be a part of some of these, we have the story that's waiting for you right now, WAFB.com and your 9 News app. One of the things going on did actually happen in the AM hours. Our Kelly Hubbard was live inside Tiger Stadium this morning.
This morning, LSU's ROTC Army members all gathering there to climb 2,000 steps. They wanted to climb and make sure that they recognize the stories and the people and the heroic acts that were played on that day and days after that. And so today you had Tiger Stadium kind of lit up with a number of people from the dark until the sun came up climbing those steps. And they kind of wrapped things up here before our show ended at 7 o'clock. All of them gathered inside Tiger Stadium to take take a picture to commemorate what this day is and why they've served, or some of them even entering the services.
Right, beginning.
Because a lot of them were born or kind of
Just
on the cusp of
babies.
being born
Right,
when
yeah.
all of this happened.
Yeah.
So Callie Hubbard was live there. If you'd like to take a look at some of the video from this morning, she's got that in her story.
So much passion out there. Okay, want to let you know about this. Updated COVID shots coming, part of a trio of vaccines to block those fall viruses. Will the flu shot be as effective as you kind of like it to be with strains A and B and all that stuff? Are you updated with the vaccines?
That's it. Right now, early reports are saying that the new round of vaccines are effective against the current variant, which is not as deadly or potent, or doesn't lead to as many hospitalizations as Omicron or Delta. So promising signs here, but the guidance is changing here as we're seeing for maybe immunocompromised people, the elderly. You're still advised to get those COVID vaccines as they're rolling out here. We're keeping our eyes on all of the numbers, including hospitalizations and deaths, of course, as we get closer into RSV, flu, COVID months, and the trio of all of them kind of emerging together.
Speaking of getting closer, we are getting closer to that vote of yours, but you have to be registered, and there's a deadline this week.
Happen to move, get married, divorce, change your name.
Right.
If you have any changes to make, well, this Wednesday is the deadline to make those changes if you're applying in person or if you're going to the State of Secretary of State or the OMB office. But if you're going online, you still got a little bit more time.
Right, that's going to be coming up to what, the 23rd-ish? So that's right around the corner. Just make sure you're in the know with what you need to know so you can actually vote. And I want to let you know a little bit about this. Investigate TV Plus. Does that debut today on the Mothership?
It does, Matt Williams. 3 p.m. on WAFB. That's the Mothership channel, Channel 9. Lee Zurich, lead investigator of Great TV, of WAFB's parent company. And of course, Tisha Powell joining Lee, talking about real people and the investigations that they're digging deeper into to find out how they're impacting people across America.
There you go, guys. One more thing to put on the schedule. 3 o'clock on the Mothership. Appointment viewing. Investigate TV.
Yeah.
What you
Especially
guys
if you're
think?
hanging out inside. Might be a good thing to watch.
Yeah.
How about it?
Are you guys going to put that on the watch list there, Steve, John?
I'm going to definitely DVR it. It's going to be interesting. I like both of those anchors. So.
Yes, we got you covered now. 3 o'clock right on through just about 7 o'clock in the evening with a little break for the CBS Evening News. A couple of
That's right.
But yeah, plenty of stuff going on.
Love it.
You're right.
That's it.
Gosh, it's so much.
Well-rounded programming across WAFB and our parent company here. You can't say you're bored.
No. We're never leaving you. In fact, we'll see you again in like 10 minutes over on the Mothership.
We're
always here.
everywhere.
Get yourself summer ready with the award-winning lineup of Hondas at Team Honda. We'll help you find just the right vehicle to hit the road to whatever destination awaits you. Come shop the most awarded brand in Car and Driver's 10 Best history at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Siegen Lane.